Beelzebub. God damn, dude. I gotta finish listening to that Gnostic Gospel of Peace, the Essene Gospel of Peace. I remember reading it, getting it from that guy David. It had the Gnostic temple before St. Thomas Becket sold to them, to David, which he ended up with a place out in Triangle Lake. He was pretty cool. His wife was cool, dude. I liked his wife. And that's when me and Liz were actually pretty decent together, kind of. That's when we had the Saturday, well, yeah, that other building. Shit, man. Beelzebub. I'm going to start saying that instead of fuck from now on. When I get mad, I'm say, oh, Beelzebub. I don't like Beelzebub. Oh, God. To hear that shit, man. That the god of shit, or whatever, of stacker. He's a stacker. That guy, that force is that stacker. He's the hoarder, I think. Fuck, dude. The Gnostic stuff. The gospel of truth, the gospel of peace. All of the really cool stuff. Even I was just checking out, this is what I was tripping on. I do my little divinings and stuff. A little popped in the book. I just got a book from somebody today and some glasses. Pretty cool. She's a nice person. I like her a lot. And I just flipped around and I read this one. It turned out to be Hebrews. There's a little ant or something. Don't get out of there. Hebrews 9:15. And for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament. See, the print's pretty. I need better. Well, these work pretty good. This is pretty small print. That by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the First Testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. Does that say testator? For a testament is of force after men are dead. Otherwise it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth. That's fucking crazy shit right there. I'm gonna have to think about that one. That takes a death. Well, see, that's why it's got a name. That was cool. That was in the Gospel of Truth, man. He talks about how the Father gives him names. I like that stuff, in a certain sense. Something to that. So I try to remember people's names instead of calling by the nicknames or whatever, like Bubba or fella or buddy or brother. Brother used to be a really good one until you realize that Cain and Abel were brothers, and then they use that. That's always that. Like the Gospel of Thomas, I really didn't get into that. I listened to it a couple times and I saw what it was. It was more programming. You understand, a lot of the stuff in these teachings are showing you exactly what you are as far as ego and all the other stuff that makes the person the individual and the different things that we go through. That's just like, I was listening to a guy talk about how they described how the Greek gods got their origins, and they all have human attributes to them. That's why I like the Gnostic stuff about the Father that didn't have a name. He could only name himself, or all that stuff, the super duper cool stuff of quantum physics, and that's what it comes down to, really. Or something like that. Something really, that's what CERN's all about. They're trying to find that thing that makes us all. They'll never figure it out, really. And sure as a damn waste of money. Would be rather way better spent if we was clothed, feed, and housing all these people. And that's what I get so goddamn mad about when I see all the misuse of the money. And I'm not talking gold and silver. I'm talking the Monai, the money, the true knowledge, which is, that's a good guy. Who's that guy? Fucking, I can never remember his fucking name, dude. Anyways, but he talks about that stuff a lot. A lot of them do that. Bonacci does, Jordan Maxwell. I was just telling the girls today how I liked Levette, because they would say one person said they want to read Revelation. I was like, oh yeah, that's a heck of one. Like I said, that's just another script they're trying to fulfill. They try to fulfill these. They write them in advance and try to fulfill them like it's some kind of whatever. And they're doing, it's very, very speculative, and it's in parlor work, especially when it's parlor work and choices and decisions are made. That's why I like that girl. She always says, choose again. If it doesn't have to do with love, choose again. A lot of her stuff I'm keeping. Like I say, it's what the knowledge you're putting in you, that's your dictionary. A lot of stuff I refuse to put in my dictionary. And we'll have to just go on and talk about this stuff forever. And why these characters are made. The forces, they're just to describe the different forces that come around. Like the Christ, it would be a title. Now, I'm sure there was a guy named Yeshua, whatever, from the Nazarene, dude. I'm sure there was a guy like that. If he be the Christ or not the Christ. Would you get what I'm saying? The Christ thing is a title. That's when you figured out certain things and you have ascended, or not ascended completely, but have a certain knowledge and knowing, I guess you could say. And a lot of people know they have different stuff. They've done a lot of testing and a lot of different stuff in this reality, trying to figure these things out. Oh God, there was my phone falling over. Oh God. And that's why I know I can't just succumb. What's the words? The words really aren't there to describe how you are to deal with the reality that is presented. Nothing but scarcity and horror flicks and war, division, to see that my whole everything has been a divided whatever for how long. And like I say, when I tell somebody that Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump, Xi Jinping, Benjamin Netanyahu, Assad, the Ayatollah, whoever they might be, the Prince of Saud, all those characters know exactly who I am. Like I told girls, they're just trying to figure out what the hell it is. What, I'm not sure, all I know is what's going on is fraudulent and wrong. And it's not acceptable to me, to what I see those people that I just mentioned. I'm not sure about Russia. Do you get what I'm saying? I know what's happened to me here with the United Nations undoing of everything. And that whole thing with Manly Hall and the Paraclete and the Theosophical Society. And I am always claiming that Manly Hall and Helena Blavatsky are my witnesses. They're who I put in my dictionary. But besides all the other stuff, the Sumerian stuff, the Egyptian stuff, all the crazy knowledge, I never really got into the grimoires and stuff. Now, the biggest grimoire I got is probably the Gnostic texts, which a lot of them are fraudulent. I could tell they're later on stuff. Even like the Emerald Tablets, when you listen to the words, even if they're translated or where the hell it came from or whatever, you can tell there's a lot of manipulations in there. And it is like Son Blatsley says, a lot of it is initiatic stuff, which is too bad that some of the mysteries, because of the filth and the grime of complete, utter sin, have taken over so much. Yeah, there is something about a rapture and coming out in the clouds and stuff. Everybody's waiting for this Jesus to come down like the oil paintings on a cloud. Come on. It's that Christ thing is a love your neighbor as yourself. You have to figure it out for yourselves. It is a separation right now. The combine's in effect, man. Combine is another occult term. What does a combine do? It separates different things. It's alchemy. Except they got really fucking hardcore just thinking that they were the gods. And that human beings were just numbered animals. And that backfired on them big time. And so, like I say, who knows when I'll get my surgery or if I'll even get the kid money. I'm sure, who knows, the kids got the money and then they don't got the money. This guy's whatever, all the other stuff all the time. It's just kind of, at least this beer bottle came in a glass one. A lot of them come in plastic. Oh, it's glass even. So I bought a beer. And I really don't even want to drink it right now. I almost want to throw it out, but I spent the money on it, so I got to drink it. Um, Beelzebub, Jingal, and Riddle, Litter. It's a virus. Besides all the other shit that's going on, slavery and Scientology farms endorsed by our government. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, directing traffic, trying to navigate this river, and do as least amount of harm as possible. And say, I'm not that guy you're trying to create. I'm not you. You're just trying to. A lot of these things are projections. Excuse me, Beelzebub. Beelzebub. I'm gonna burp. And projectors and screen doors of the screams, and people setting screens around for the screams of a scary movie and getting their jollies. That's, you got to understand, that's a reactionary thing. That's a power to show some other fucking guy that thinks he has some kind of immortal power that that person has the power to push the button on you. Like I say, I'm not afraid of any of that shit. That's just that's that fucking narcissistic shit. And the difference, and a scapegoat. And what is a scapegoat? I don't consider myself a scapegoat anymore. At a certain point I was, but there's no way I would scapegoat myself in this reality, or let anybody else do it to me. I did beat the goat at the Cubs game. My mom witnessed that shit. And y'all motherfuckers know it too. So I didn't even get to get into accreditations and shit. I got more accreditations than all you motherfuckers put together. That's why I took all y'all to get together so we could do Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band as I walked in the motherfucking street fucking with a hernia going, what the fuck, man? With war memorials and fucking $50,000 python belts. Just look at that. I say $50,000 python belt because it's a 5-0 thing. It's a python, a mara-fucking-thon of a belt around of a fucking woman that speaks fucking five languages. Just like Marion used to speak 5 languages. The language, the broke-ass occult shit in our country is about fucking doomed. I need my freedom. I need my surgery. And people need not to fear their government or other factions like something's going to happen to their children or them because they don't toe the fucking line in a fucking slave hive mind system. And that's the truth. And I know a lot of people know that. So like I said, get ready to get those fucking tanks and Hummers up on the steps of the Congress and Senate. Because if they don't fucking come up with some kind of solution for me and let us work this out to a certain degree, that's what it's going to take. And I'm not afraid to do it.